Hello students, this is SriRam Shastri. I once again welcome you back to the new video session. This is continuation of the topic human reproduction. So today we are going to discuss about the female reproductive system. So basically if you talk about the female reproductive system here, it can be divided into the external genitalia and the internal organ system. Okay. So external genitalia is combinedly or collectively called as vulva, and it contains the structures called mons pubis, clitoris, labia majora, labia minora, urethral orifice and vaginal orifice. So all these structures are present in one region which is called as vulva. Now, if you talk about the first anterior most part of the female external genitalia, it is mons pubis. Mons pubis is generally covered by skin and pubic hair externally, and below the skin there is a layer of adipose tissue or a thick fat deposition inside it. Then continuation of mons pubis is through labia majora. Below labia majora there is a small P-shaped structure called clitoris. Now clitoris is the highly sensitive structure as it contains numerous sensory nerve endings in this region, which is a homologous structure to human male penis. Okay, so it is very much homologous to penis in males. So but there is a difference in size, and it is only useful as a sensory structure in the reproductive system of female rather than any proper function of it. Now it also has certain erectile tissue. It is also connected to erectile tissue like in male's penis. Clitoris is generally been having one more importance, that is it has examples of certain sensory nerve endings like Meissner's granules are there in that. Okay. Then if you talk about labia majora is the thick skin folds of the external genitalia which are partly covered by pubic hair, and they are homologous to male's scrotum or scrotal sacs. Secondly, you have labia minora. They are small fleshy folds of skin which cover the urethral orifice and vaginal orifice. They are not having any kind of pubic hair, but they are covered with mucus and sebaceous glands. Urethral orifice is the separate opening of the excretory system in females, because females have a separate aperture for urethra, separate aperture for reproductive tract. The aperture for urinary system is urethral orifice. The aperture separate for female reproductive tract is vaginal orifice. Generally, vaginal orifice is covered with a thin fold of skin which is called as hymen. Clear? Now, if you see the structure of the female reproductive system, it somewhat looks like this. You can see it's a pear-shaped uterus is there. It is connected to ducts. These ducts are called as fallopian tubes. These fallopian tubes are having three parts. The first part is called as isthmus, the second part is called as ampulla, and the third part is called as infundibulum. Infundibulum contains finger-like projection. These finger-like projections are called as fimbriae. Okay, and this structure what you see is the uterus. Uterus is lined by three layers of tissue here. The innermost layer is highly vascular and periodically changing tissue called as endometrium. Below endometrium you have myometrium, and the outermost is perimetrium. So perimetrium is outer, middle one is myometrium, and innermost is endometrium. Endometrium is the most periodically changing type of vascular tissue present in the innermost layer of uterus, which is important for continuation of menstrual cycle and also very important for implantation and formation of placenta and chorion. Then if you talk about the inner opening of the reproductive tract, inner opening is called as cervix. Okay, and there is a small canal which is called as cervical canal. Then you have approximately 7 centimeter tubular structure called the vaginal canal. Vaginal canal ends with the vaginal orifice. Vaginal orifice is generally covered with hymen. Okay. Now this vaginal canal is lined by the Bartholin's gland, which is similar to that of bulbourethral glands, or also called as vestibular glands. These glands generally secrete mucus, which just acts as a lubricating structure there. Now if you talk about the main important structure, there is a median fold of a ligament, which is broad ligament here in this region of the fallopian tube, and there is a ligament which holds the ovary attached to the wall of uterus. So ovary is attached to the wall of uterus with the help of a ligament called mesovarium, and oval shaped structure called ovary, which is important. Gonads of female reproductive system are attached externally on the uterine lining. Okay, so this is just a description of the diagram of female reproductive system. So in this video we'll just stop this video here itself. In the next video we'll continue with the structure of ovary and the remaining structures of female reproductive system. In accessory female reproductive glands, you also have to study about the mammary glands. Okay, so this is just the first part of female reproductive system. We will continue the second part of it with the discussion of structure of ovary. Thank you.